experience and awareness, and mind, body, spirit, but in piano format. And what's the ultimate goal of this? Well, it really does have to do with a lot of things, but at the end of the day, world peace. And the reason I say that is because if we all strive for inner peace, the world would be at peace, right? And so one concept that's a little bit different here and kind of challenges the accepted scientific view is that you could say that the Big Bang could be considered the moment a glob of energy was spiraling inward and inward and inward, and then it hits a certain distance away from the center of the greatest structure of all time, the primary vortex of creation. It hits a certain harmonic resonance, a certain distance away from the center. Because every frequency is ultimately created by a rotation or a pendulating aspect. And so you could say that the Big Bang was the moment that glob of energy hit the Schwarzschild radius of a black hole. And at that moment, you could say that the delta wave for human consciousness was awakened, dream state. That energy continues to spiral inwards and inwards and inwards. And once it hits a diameter, that's 1/4 the length of the previous wave, you could say that a new conscious harmonic is awakened. And so after delta comes theta. As far as frequencies, we're at 108, 216, 432, delta, theta, alpha, beta. So that energy continues to drift inward and inward and inward, and it hits another layer. That's 1/4 the diameter. You can call it the raw energy of creation, chi, the prana, whatever words you want to use. But after theta comes alpha. Then beta, slow and fast gamma. As we find our centers, called Hold My Hand. And the concept behind it stems from the liquid light state universe, where we introduce the mind, body, spirit diagrams. And we talk about how the energy that you walk with, the energy that you move with, creates distortions. It affects the people in your life and the things around you. So basically, by understanding the postures you have in mind, body, spirit, you can instill healing into others and bring them closer to their 0 point, right? Help them remove their delusions. And one of the main ingredients behind that whole concept is being able to jump into other people's experiences. And so that takes a certain amount of understanding of the self, right? To jump into a whirlpool, essentially, and help guide them back to the greater flows of creation. And so I call this song Hold My Hand. I think this next one's kind of fun because it goes over a concept called the greater now. And what that basically shows is that your past and future still somewhat exist, right? but we only sense the now moment based off of, evolving within an expanding universe. So we have our inertial reference frame, one half past and one half future, all raw prana trying to synchronize through the dimensions, right? And so by understanding that, you realize that by correcting your now moment, it actually somewhat recrystallizes the past. You could say in a subspace sense, and not in an etheric sense. And the same with the future. So by changing your now moment, you influence the past and future. Because in essence, the past is just made of stories, and the future is pure fantasy. My bad. Let's do this again. I guess if you're watching, that means, you might like it. So go ahead and give it a share. Let your buddies know. But this song right here, I call it Classical Lucius. And what I think is cool is because when you think about how the pre-manifest, you could say, is the less dense realms, and that's actually where your delta and theta waves would be working when it comes to frequencies being manifested from a fifth dimension. And so the raw prana, the raw chi of creation, passes through the sleep state, your subconscious state, before entering the physical realm. And what I think is just super interesting is that I first heard this next song in a dream, and I saw I'll be playing it at the Smithsonian Institute, whatever that meant. And so I started practicing this song. And then I ended up getting invited out there to give a lecture on innovation and creativity, and I concluded that whole thing with a poem, but then also played the 7-minute composition on their grand piano. So what's the point of that? Well, believe in your dreams, right? So this next one is all about the human heartbeat. Because ultimately, the heartbeat, the conscious snapshot, the breath, the day, the precession of the earth, is all being created by one primary vortex. And when you can properly tune your body to it, some amazing things can happen. So, just a small example would be, for example, we take, yeah, let's just play a song. do with, you could say, Tai Chi in a way. And the reason I say that is because we'll practice Tai Chi during it. So we'll go normal, go slow. What does Tai Chi actually even do? Let's just say it allows you to potentially control your perception of time itself by training your body to take more conscious snapshots per motion. And what I mean by that is that if you just like throw a move real quick, like in a split second, then your brain has taken a split second amount of conscious snapshots while you practice that move. But now let's say you throw a punch for a minute. You take 1 entire minute to throw the punch, and you make sure that every little micro motion is perfect. Your brain actually learns, it's taking more pictures at more different positions. And so you have a better understanding of the motions, and you can actually see them a lot better. So I'll show you one time. We'll do it normal, and then we'll switch into Tai Chi halfway through it. one more. And maybe two, but most likely just one. And this one's just fun, right? Now that we're all good, everyone's good. Well, there you go. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.